in its innate value, which has any relevance or could compare to what we learn in the morning. Intellectually stimulating anything. I mean, if you don't value it, it means nothing, you know? But in terms of every word, in terms of its value and its profoundness, is beyond. Okay, Membes holding 42. Okay, Silsa Shorim. Bibiur Chelkias Rizus. Explaining the aspects, these are the elements of alacrity or zeal. Just started this yesterday. Chelkias Rizus Shnayim, the two parts. Tis Rizus. Echot Kodem Hascholas HaMaseh. One is before you do the action. Vechor Achrechen, and the other is after. Kodem Hascholas HaMaseh. Before you're about to do the mitzvah, you should not delay under any circumstance. The mitzvah presents itself, you act immediately. There should be no delay whatsoever. When the time comes to do the mitzvah, or when it presents itself, the mitzvah, or when the thought comes to his mind to do it. So you have three situations. The time has come, this situation presents itself, or you have a mind to do. Yemayer yochish vaseu. You should hurry, and the action should be addressed. Lechos bo lasos osa, to take hold of it and do it. You should already engage. You shouldn't allow any amount of time to what? To interfere between any one of these situations doing the mitzvah.
Lechos bo means to grab it?
To grab hold of it. It's interesting, I just thought. Chafetz Chaim writes in one place, it's a life, the tree of life. So Chafetz Chaim writes, it's a tree of life for those who hold on to it. He says, what is it? Person is caught in a flood and he's being swept downstream with the current, and he has no way to stop. All of a sudden, he's passing by a tree and he grabs hold of the limb. If he holds on to just one limb, you understand, he's not going to be able to hold on very long. So he has to grab hold of the limb and he has to inch himself onto the trunk. Right? And gradually, he embraces the tree totally and he's secure, regardless of what the water is, because he's fully embracing the tree. So you have to hold on. And gradually, you secure yourself. He says you have to be you have to grab hold of it. And after you grab hold, what do you do? Lasso so. It's not a person says, he opens the safe, sits down. You have to start learning. You get involved. You said the first word, and then all of a sudden, you're off somewhere else. No. It's lechzabov, lasso so. And to do it afterwards. Any amount of delay, there's no greater danger than this danger. Hear how he's relating. It's a danger. Rabbi, if I don't do it now, I'll do it tomorrow. I do it tomorrow. And if I don't do it altogether, it's the end of the world. Mm-hmm. Right? There's no greater danger. It's like the Chafetz Chaim writes about Lashon Hara. He says, you should flee from it like from fire. Keish, like from an inferno. You're going to be incinerated. Every moment that passes, there may be some type of interruption to doing the good action, and you may end up not doing it.
Why is it a danger?
I'll give you an example. A person is about to sign a deal, the biggest deal of his life. And all of a sudden, you're about to sign, somebody comes in, would you like a Danish and a coffee? So do me a favor. We're about to do the deal. What happens if you say Vidui Erev Yom Kippur because he may choke in the Suda Mapsekis? You understand? And the person may not have Kapara Chas v'Sholom. So therefore we say Vidui, there's a Gemara in Yuma. You say Vidui before Yom Kippur. You understand? Is it reality? You're going to choke. You understand? If a person doesn't die b'tshuva before Yom Kippur, it's not to be described. The tragedy. You can't take a chance. Ein sakona k'sekanoso. Every moment that renews itself, another echo, another interruption could present itself, and you're not going to do the action. And it's gone. It's lost. Let me ask you a question. Somebody's going to give you a 10,000 D flawless diamond, multiples of the Hope diamond, without payment. But you have to take it immediately at a certain hour. You're going to be there. Right? You're going to be there. You won't have to worry about podiatry, insurance companies. They're going to give you the diamond, cost-free, just a slight amount of effort. Are you going to delay or tarry and get distracted with something else? Every mitzvah, in what it is, its value has greater value than anything that exists in the physical existence. That's reality. We believe it, but do we relate to it that way? No, because you can do mitzvahs endlessly. You don't find diamonds in the street, right? But in the reality, its value it surpasses it infinite times over. So why are we running after mitzvahs? So could you take a chance that you may miss the opportunity of missing 10,000 deep flawless diamond with the perfect color? Right? That is the reality. Halavai, we should relate to it as just an iota of that type of understanding. But we don't deny that reality. Right? We say, Yofish, Koras Ruach Shal Olam Haba is more than Kol Olam Hazeh. One, the Rav Dessler writes, well, what's a Koras Ruach? Today you don't relate to this. When I grew up on Lower East Side, so they had a coffee roasting company on the other side of the East River in Brooklyn. When you'd get up in the morning, you'd smell the coffee being roasted. And then you'd walk by a bakery, and you'd smell the bakery. That's Koras Ruach. They used to say, just the whiff of that is more than the whole world. Everything in the physical existence. That's Olam Haba. You understand? So could you take a chance?
I'm just trying to understand it. It's a missed opportunity. But why is it a danger? What's the danger?
No, the delay is a danger because you're going to lose it. You're going to lose the deal.
I understand, but that's more. What's the danger that you're going to die? No, the danger is that you're going to miss this opportunity.
But continually, you miss it.
We use a danger.
Was it?
It is a danger. The word danger. Danger doesn't mean only it will cost you your life, right? What? Something is in danger. Let's use the word jeopardy. It's in jeopardy, okay. Right? Yeah. That's what it is.
Right.
So you get upstairs, you kick yourself, and you miss the deal.
Right.
The Gemara says in Eruvin, quotes a pasuk, that the people, when they realize what they missed in this world, that tears will be like a stream flowing. That's how people they're going to acknowledge what they missed, and the level of pain will cause that their tears should flow like rivers. That's how. But it's only then when you realize that it's not. It's a danger. I wouldn't take a chance.
The idea of this is where the fact that you owe the pain, the opportunity, should you do another one?
Mitzvah. When you do one mitzvah engenders another mitzvah.
There would be neither.
So Reb Chaim Volozhin explains that when you do a mitzvah, it generates a positive energy, and that energy draws you to another of the same. He says you're engulfed with this kedusha, and the kedusha carries you like you're on a wave. You're being carried to the next level. That creates the momentum. Yeah, I always tell over the story of Moshe. Said Tzaddik Lebrocha. Years ago, there was a wedding on the Lower East Side. It was called Broadway Central Hotel. All the weddings were in Broadway Central. So Rav Moshe was Masada Kedushin, Rav Aaron, all the Gedolim. They officiated these weddings. And, after the chuppah, you'd have Ma'ariv, where the coach room would be, what they used to call the Cloak Room. The Cloak Room, because people wore cloaks, right? The coach room. And Rav Moshe would come very often. He really didn't know the family. They'd ask him to come. He'd Masada Kedushin, he'd leave afterwards. So he'd have to wait for his coat in the winter. So the driver was always antsy, because he wanted to get back to the wedding. He would get usually one of the guests to drive Rav Moshe home. It was a 10-minute drive from there to where he lived on the Lower East Side. So the driver wants to get back. So he says to Rav Moshe, but in the middle of Shemon Esrei, you're not permitted to walk in front of a person who's mispal, who's in the middle of Shemon Esrei. You're not permitted to go within Dalet Amos and in front of him, not at all. So the driver says, so Rav Moshe says, we have to wait till they finish Shemon Esrei. So the driver says, I'm in a rush, this and that. And he says, and if the Rebbe would go and walk before them, is it so terrible? So Rav Moshe says, if there'd be a brick wall here, could you walk through a brick wall? You can't walk through a brick wall. You can't. If the halach is you're not permitted, it's a brick wall. You understand? That was Rav Moshe's reality. What is a mitzvah? What is the value? You have to be able to understand. Yeah, you have a teenager who's immature. He has an opportunity, an education, which is one-of-a-kind opportunity. The child goofs off and he loses the opportunity. The parent goes out of their mind. Because the parent understands what the value of that opportunity is. But the child, because of his immaturity, doesn't, as much as you talk to him, the child doesn't get it. The parent goes crazy from this. It's a sakona. So the parent says, you realize you were chosen for this. You're putting everything in jeopardy. You may lose the opportunity. It's the exact same thing here. Lahavdil. To be continued.